The Nigerian coat of arms, which was designed by a Bahamian clergyman, Reverend Dr. Hevis L. Bain Jr., consists of a black shield with a wavy white paw symbolizing the meeting of the Niger and Benue rivers at Lokoja. The black shield represents Nigeria's fertile soil, while the two supporting horses or chargers on each side represent dignity. The eagle represents strength, while the green and white bands on the top of the shield represent the rich soil. The red flowers at the base are Costus spectabilis, Nigeria's national flower. This flower was chosen for inclusion in the coat of arms, as it is found all over Nigeria and also stands for the beauty of the nation. On the banderole around the base is Nigeria's national motto since 1978, Unity and Faith, Peace and Progress. Formerly it was Peace, Unity, Freedom. For the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. He found him in a desert land and the waste howling wilderness. He led him about. He instructed him. He kept him as the apple of his eye. As an eagle stirreth up her nest, fluttereth over her young, spreadeth abroad her wings, taketh them, beareth them on her wings. So the Lord alone did lead him, and there was no strange God with him. We can never see our evening from our morning. We can never see our tomorrow from our today. We can never see our December from our January. It is May of the year 2020, and none of us ever saw or imagined that this is what this month will hold. So many of us are frustrated, depressed, and suicidal, while others don't care because life really didn't have much to offer them anyways. And there are still those whose disposition is to give God thanks in everything. The road of life presents us with several obstacle courses that we must get through to get to our destination. The more the obstacles, the more experience you gather, or the more foolish you become. It is always a choice. The roads from Lagos to Benin, Abuja to Lokoja, Aba to Port Harcourt, or Kano to Kaduna are reflective of life's journey and our walk of faith with God. There's always a destination. There are several potholes, there are bandits, there are police checkpoints that you can see as distractions or protection, depending on your looking lenses. The destination is the end goal, and the road is the obstacle course you must go through. We are always on this journey, but for some reason we don't make it. There's always a plan, but for some reason it doesn't pan out. There's always a delay, struggle, or challenge. There are a lot of people who say, I love the Lord, I believe in Him, but don't accept Him as Savior. That's a struggle. There are some people who say they are saved, but they are not serving Him. That's a struggle. There are some people who are struggling with all of their strength, but getting nowhere. That's a delay. There are some people who are just at ease in Zion. Struggles, delays, and challenges are a condition of life where there's nothing to do but wait. It is a time in our life when we are blocked from making progress, no matter the efforts we put in. It's a time when we feel we have been placed on the shelf of immobility. It is when we are stifled from reaching our potentials. If you want to know how to come out of times like this, you listen to someone who has been through it and came out of it, such as Moses. Moses, as you know, was called to lead 2.5 million Jews. He was powerful. He was a fearless leader. Miracles leaped from his rod. The Red Sea opened in front of him. Water poured from a rock. Moses, with all of his leadership ability, was not in some government house, state house, or presidential villa, sipping on champagne, watching the news while praise singers fed him with gossip. Moses had to suffer. He suffered every step of the way. His leadership was under attack. God called him, but the people opposed him. Now you can be the most saved person, tongue-talking, demon-chasing, and in God's perfect will, but somebody's gonna oppose you. People ignored him. They questioned his motives. They criticized his decisions. They threatened his life. Even his own sister Miriam rebelled against his leadership and divided the congregation. His own brother undid in a weekend what Moses had built up over the years. Moses is now giving a message to the children of Israel and is telling them how to overcome delays. This is his last will and testament, and he is telling us three things. Number one, every one of us is programmed to grow irrespective of what happens to us. Everyone. At number two, Moses gave us a biblical response to the questions that plague our minds and clamor for answers. Thirdly, he presented to us the only solution to our struggles with life's delays. Now, some delays are imposed on us by others, while some are self-inflicted. Looking back over 40 years in the wilderness, Moses used a mother eagle and her training of an eaglet to fly as an illustration of God's providential government in training and protecting his people. The Lord had given him a metaphor of an eagle and a mother eagle at that. To those who say, how can you compare God to a mother eagle? I refer you to when God gave Moses this metaphor when Moses first climbed up Mount Sinai in Exodus 19 verse 4. When God said, "Ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bare you on eagle's wings, and brought you unto myself." And now Moses is in the end of his life, and he says, if God can compare himself to an eagle, I feel comfortable in doing so too. And he says, here's the way to overcome delays. As an eagle stirreth up her nest, fluttereth over her young, spreadeth abroad her wings, taketh them, beareth them on her wings. So the Lord alone did lead him, and there was no strange God with him. Now this passage tells us three crucial things about God. 1, God is a disturber. 2, God is a developer. And 3, God is a deliverer. God is a disturber, but he's a loving disturber. He disturbs because he loves us. Even before we were born, he loves us. Even while we were yet in sin, Christ died for us. He loves us. He always has. He loved me even before I knew myself. He's a loving disturber. The mother eagle loves her eaglets even before they are hatched. She's making preparations for her. In building her nest, she will go and get strong leaves, and to test them, she will put one end on the ground and the other end in her beak, and she will put her foot in the middle of it and put as much weight as she possibly can on that limb. And if it will hold up that portion of her weight, she can trust it to hold up the nest of the eaglets. Then she will go and get some vines and lace them around those leaves. And then she will go and get some leaves and line up the nest. She will then get some feathers and line the nest with feathers, and pull some from her own breast and line the nest to make it comfortable. When that eaglet hatches, he is there in a comfortable nest prepared by the loving mother, and then all he has to do is lay there. No worries at all in life. When he has to feed, the mother comes with precision to feed him, and all he has to do is open his mouth. When the mother is done feeding him, all he has to do is to go back to sleep. Nothing to do at all, but there comes a time when that eaglet must fly. You see, the eaglet is programmed to fly. A chicken is satisfied to run around the farmyard. A chicken can fly a little ways when he wants to run away from danger, but he will soon touch down because he's not programmed to fly. But the eaglet is programmed to fly. After he is hatched, all he wants to do is eat and sleep. He gets into the delay of life and believes that's his destination. There are a lot of people who are saved and believe all they have to do is go to church on a Sunday morning, enjoy the sermon, and then come back next Sunday for another good sermon. No, no, no. You are programmed to fly, and then the mother eagle will stir up that nest. She will make it uncomfortable for her eaglet. She's not making it uncomfortable for him because she hates him. She's making it uncomfortable for him because she loves him. I want him to become aware that it is time for him to fly. I want him to get up from that nest, fly, and get on his way. But no, he is enjoying the delay. He thinks that's his position in life. The eaglet believes that he was born to stay in that nest and be fed by his mother. But the mother eagle knows better. She will remove some of the feathers and leaves to make the nest uncomfortable and keep stirring him and pushing him. You have to motivate before you activate, and you have to get him activated before you can develop him. She's trying to motivate him. She will flutter over him to enlighten him, to motivate him, to edify him, to educate him, to show him the possibilities, and to show him an example of what you can do if you try. She's giving him an example of how it is possible for him to fly. And then if he still doesn't get the message, she will fly in front of him and behind him. And if he still doesn't get the message, she will push him over the edge of the nest. And with her wings, she will strike the corner of that nest and pull it from underneath him. She not only stirs up that nest, but she's a developer. God is a developer. He will pull the nest from under us and let us start falling towards the ground. When that eaglet starts falling, that's when he tries to keep from falling and discovers he has wings. He's trying with all his strength, and all the while the mother eagle is watching over him and swooping over him. And when it seems his little strength is about to fail him and he will certainly crash, she catches him and carries him up higher and drops him again so he can develop his wings some more. She's a developer. She's not cruel, she's just giving his wings time to grow strong enough. He's trying with all his might and trying to get airborne, and then after a while he flaps his wings and he's gliding majestically. He's sailing through the air without effort. Then you know he has hit a jet stream. When you are programmed to fly and when you start flying, don't get discouraged. You may not be doing anything spectacular. Just keep on struggling. Keep on trying. You may just have one hit in a year. Just keep on trying. You are operating at a loss. Just keep on trying. He's cruel to you. Just keep on trying. You failed again. Just keep on writing that exam. The list came out and again you are not promoted. Just keep on putting in your best. A decade and still no child. Just keep on trying. No food today. Just keep on trying. No job today. Just keep on trying. After a while, you will hit a jet stream and just glide with ease. The Holy Spirit will show up and bear you up with his power. Now, when that eaglet was falling, the mother eagle will bear him up on her wings until his wings became strong. She never let him fall to his destruction. Now, the Lord is not only a loving disturber, he's a developer and he's a deliverer. The Lord will not allow us to stay in the nest. The Lord will not allow us to stay in the precipice of indecision. The Lord will not allow us to leap and try and fall to our death. When you throw your son up, he trusts you to catch him. The Lord will deliver you if you do what he has told you to do. If you go in the faith that he has already given you, you will fly. As you navigate through the road of life, be it Lagos to Ibadan, Kano to Kaduna, or Benin to Asaba, just remember that it is a developing stage. And once you know that you were born to fly, you will fly over all the potholes, over all the bandits, over all the police checkpoints, over failure, over COVID-19, over depression. You will fly safely to your destination. The eagle in that coat of arms is not there by accident. God knew why he put you in this nest called Nigeria with that coat of arms as a banner. You are not a chicken. You are an eagle. You were born to fly. Start flying. God bless you all.